What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Rooted in Nature Week 7 Garden Tour. So, y'all, there is a lot going on in my garden, actually, like a lot. And I just took a quick walk through before I started this, and it's just exploding. Like, there's stuff I need to harvest. It's just a lot. Now, I didn't know this because I haven't been outside in my garden in like 2 days because it's just been pouring rain. Anyway, so we're gonna get started like we always do in the front, and then we'll move on. But basically, our strawberries, they're just producing little tiny strawberries because how late it is in the season. Our mom's looking good, actually. Now this is not looking as good because some, I call them June bugs, but they get on here and eat them and stuff. But they're not looking as good, but it's okay. Anyway, this one has started new growth finally. So now I know they're both alive. So I'm gonna put them up here actually. But yeah, we got blueberry plant. My blueberry plants are done for the year, which I might put them in the ground now. I'm not sure. But y'all, we have more runners right here. We have a runner right here. We have a runner over there. I got to get in the ground just like this right here. And see, this one's producing a runner, I think. But look, this is rooted into the ground, if you can see that. And that's exactly what I want, so I can get more strawberry plants. We have 2 runners, actually. And I'm going to keep every single one of them just because I need the most strawberry plants I can get for free. I mean, why wouldn't you? So then we have our thyme plant right here. Everything that's got pulled up in the last garden tour, I think. This is what they are on there. They all just flew off, but that's what's on my corn plant. I call them June bugs, but they can eat this up all they want, so I'm leaving them right there. But if I see them on there again, I'll just smash them off while I see them. Then we have a blueberry plant here that has a blueberry ripe. I just came out here 2 days ago, picked all the ripe blueberries off of it. But it's alright. We'll pick that one now and eat it. Y'all, so we have potatoes coming up in our strawberry bed over here. This was a potato bag before I planted the strawberries this year. So here's a little snack. This isn't all the way right, but it's fine. And then we have our corn bed that's starting to do this. This, I think, is stunning, kinda. I think this is stunning, but I don't know. It's still, let's hope we just get good corn off of it. I don't know if I'm gonna put corn here again. I think it's all the corn I'm growing here. That one had to come out because it had fallen over and everything, and I wasn't gonna stake it up for one corn cob. Okay, so that's that. We have radish here that are just exploding with the growth, especially that one down there. That one's gotten huge. Let's see if there's one right here. Yes, that one's gotten bigger. Anyway, so that's my corn. Anyway, so we're done with this bed and all the containers. Now let's move over to the next bed. Okay, so remember, I don't know. Yeah, that video has to be posted. But yeah, I think the video's already up. So basically, my beans are coming up, as you can see. I'll link that video down in the description where I did that. And more chamomile. I had to pull one of my chamomile out. It died. I don't know the reason why. But y'all, we just have so much in here. We could harvest these, but we're gonna let them get bigger. We could harvest a bell pepper, but I'm gonna let that get bigger too. Right here. But yeah, and we have Bermuda grass in here. Sorry y'all, I usually stop picking weeds on garden tours, but let me tell you, if it's Bermuda grass, I gotta get it out. And you would understand if you have it in your garden. But topping's big so it won't bolt. But I'm gonna let it bolt this next time because I'm not even using no more of it really. So we have some green beans we could harvest. I just harvested those 2 days ago though, so I was waiting for the garden tour, but they started getting too big. So yeah, I'm supposed to fertilize today, but it's just been raining and I don't feel like there's a reason to fertilize. It's just wasting. So I think I'm gonna pick them pumpkins probably next garden tour. I don't have to pick them, really. I'm just gonna pick. This bee needs to go to another flower. He's trying to rip in that flower just to. No, come on. It's all right. Come on. Come on off of there. Go find you another flower. Go find you another flower. Yeah, let me take this one off so he won't get confused. Anyway, so yeah, might harvest those soon. We're gonna skip the ground garden right now. Just look at this. This thing is like literally going crazy. This raised bed. My little tomato that I thought was gonna get outgrown, nope. But it's gonna come out of here when the beans come out of here. So, I mean, I don't really want it. It's just came from my compost. I'm gonna keep my lunchbox peppers in here though. Gotta keep my lunchbox peppers in here. But this, we're gonna be picking beans in here in just a week or two. And our beans are next, or last planting of beans. Not our last, but second to last planting of beans. They are doing pretty good. Had to pull that one out, so it would do the most it can. So yeah. Wow. I just still cannot believe how much this stuff is like growing. Like, wow. I just cannot believe it. But it's whatever. Look at those. But it's alright. So, y'all, I harvested broccoli yesterday. Not yesterday. 2 days ago. I should have harvested this one too because this one's starting to loosen up. But it's alright. I'll just give this one straight to the compost pile, which I call my worms. Feeding my worms. Or, I don't know if dogs can have broccoli, but if they can, I'll give it to them. My dogs love all kind of vegetables. Literally every type of vegetable. Even though they're not supposed to have every type of vegetable. Sometimes they'll get in my garden and pick one. Anyway, y'all look at these green beans. Okay, so my sister's tomatoes are looking alright. They could use a little stack or something, but they're fine. Let's see. So let's start on cherry tomato. We can harvest cherry tomatoes right now. I've been harvesting them all throughout the week, except for yesterday and the day before. But this one, y'all, like, they're just starting to ripen fast too. I just harvested some. They're not fully ripe. We're gonna get that one off of there just because it has that on, and I don't want me picking that later. But this could get really red, but I want one right now. It's so good. Y'all, I ain't been out here to prune. I ain't been out here to do nothing. It's been raining past years. But I didn't have no disease on these plants before it started raining. So, yeah. Just going to see. Just look. Stuff starting to ripen. I'm just excited. This thing's so heavy because it has huge tomatoes on there. I'm just kind of going fast just because I want to get the harvesting, because I don't want to make a long video, a huge long video. So, yeah. But look at my, what is this? Cherokee purple. Look. This is doing really good. Got 2 more huge things on there. Well, y'all, now we're going to go to the next row, which is green bean plant right there. 2 eggplants, which just start setting out flowers. I'll let them flower now because they ain't getting no bigger. So I just harvested a cucumber. There's a flower. Then my sunflowers. Sorry, I opened up one. Y'all seen that on my Instagram if you follow my Instagram, so I'll link that down. But look at that pollen that fell from it. Y'all, the bees have loved it, but it's opening up a bunch more. And that right there, I don't know, that's a cucumber, I think. This is a cucumber, but they're gonna get pulled soon because I don't really care for these melon things because I have to pick them before they get this big, but it's all right. There's our melons. Now we're going down the pepper row. This is my favorite part of the garden. Peppers and green beans is my favorite thing to grow. Anyway, so here is our California Wonder peppers. This one, and this one. Now, this one has a bigger one on it. This one has a couple on there getting bigger. I don't know what this is. Here is a pimento, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And then we move on to giant Marconi. No. Red Impact, I think. Yeah, Red Impact. Then we move on to giant Marconi right here. And this one's so big, the wind knocked it over a little bit, but it's all right. We got plenty more peppers. And then we have Golden Wonder pepper, which is a California Wonder, but it's gold. I don't even know what that sound is. Usually I thought that happens at night, but it must be off its schedule. And then we have this huge, what is this? This cannot be. Oh yeah, it is. I thought this was like a hat something. A patty hat or some type, but nope, it's a Golden Wonder. Now these are stunning. These are red candy cane. I'm not doing nothing else with them. Here we got a cucumber harvest, which these are 2 push-point cucumbers. That is a green bean plant. Then we have 7 cucumber plants. They kind of like and love. Here's a zinnia, which if you were here last garden tour, this was the only one open. Now look at these. And our Cosmo, looking pretty bad, but they'll be fine. And so then, sorry, somebody's pulling in, but we have our zucchini, which you already saw. I have 2 to harvest. And I have that monster to harvest. And then I'm gonna go ahead and harvest that. I have these 2 things to harvest that I was supposed to harvest last garden tour that I forgot. We have a Marconi, has to be, yes, it is. And then we move on to our cantaloupes, which this right here is almost baseball size. And last week it was ping pong ball size. Actually, the video y'all see next week was filmed before this garden tour, and they are ping pong ball size. They'll come out Wednesday though, next week, because I had to film a video for Monday and Wednesday next week. Today, not yesterday, 2 days ago, because all this rain. It's supposed to rain today too, but it's not raining, so I was gonna film this garden tour if it was raining or not. Then we have some, I can't see, Carmen, red peppers. They're small, but they'll be fine. We have some, what is this called? Straight 8 cucumbers. Get this off of here. We have a flower growing there. I think that's salvia. Now we're gonna go back up. Well, we're gonna stop right here because the next section is pepper section. So I wanna get all of them in one. So right here is our green bean plant. As y'all can see, I was just sticking green beans anywhere. Now I did not plant this. If y'all been here for long enough, y'all know that. But if you haven't, I did not plant this. This came up from my winter. I left the roots in the ground. I cut the thing all the way down and pulled some of the roots out. So I don't know how it came back. It did not go to seed, but it came back. We have watermelon plant here. So we have, what are we starting off with? Black diamond. So we have 2 black diamond. Then we have 2 Charleston gray. Then we have 2 Jubilee. And then we have 1 sugar baby. Which we already got 1 little watermelon on there. That's my first time seeing that. Anyway, there's probably more on here, but I just don't see them. Anyway, so now we're gonna move up to our pepper section. Jalapeno. This is what it says. That's not a jalapeno though. So, yeah. It says this is a jalapeno. Oh no, yellow monster. Okay, that is right. Now this is a habanero, which is small, but if you know hot peppers, I think it grows like a hot pepper, and if you know hot peppers, they start out small and then they get bigger. But it has a bunch of blooms on it, so I'm just gonna leave them. This is a habanero. This right here is a shishito, which y'all just saw. I got a shishito on here, and a couple more. This is a shishito. This is a shishito. This is the Ajvarski. My first time growing them. I was supposed to grow them last year, but they didn't germinate. Or they did germinate. I just killed them or something. I don't know. But here is it's something like quadriendo or something. I don't know. Here's a Jimmy Nardello. Now, these are supposed to get way bigger, but I didn't pick them up before the plant can get big, so they're not. They usually get huge, but we have some more Jimmy Nardellos. Now, these might get some size on them. I'm not sure. And right here we have Mini Bell. So I can pick this one right now. But I'm not. I'm gonna let them turn color. I can pick any of them when they're green. So if I need a pepper, I'm just gonna come out here and pick one. So yeah. Here's another Mini Bell. A jalapeno, which is marked a jalapeno, but it's not. Jalapeno right here. Now this is not a jalapeno either. So I'm gonna check on which seeds I did. I'm gonna go back and check because I'll handle that. But yeah. So now we need to get to harvesting on because we have too much to harvest. Now we have a little less than last week. We don't have no beans to harvest this week. Because I harvested them 2 days ago. But we have no beans and we have, I think we added something to our harvest this week, which is a few tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes. I still got my basket now. I'm gonna get to harvesting. So the first thing we're gonna be harvesting out, sorry, I took a little break. I went and got me an ice cream, but we're not even gonna talk about that. And my dogs are working. Anyway, we're gonna get this broccoli. Then we are gonna move on to that big cucumber. I'll get that zucchini. Actually, a few cucumbers. This one. This one. Then this one. And I think that's all the cucumbers, maybe? Yeah, that's all the cucumbers. And y'all, that's all we're gonna harvest in this video. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you hear me right now and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Because you obviously made it to the end of the video. So if you hear me, make sure you like it and subscribing. And I'll see y'all on the next one. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. And so we're at 100 and I think 14. So we can do it. So anyway, I will see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.